We're live. It is Sunday. The Rich Lieberman Media Pulse. We're live on YouTube, which, by the way, if you're observing us now and are here to the party, regulars, what have you, welcome aboard. If you're somehow, by circumstance, what have you, watching at a later date, we also welcome you to the show. So, topic of today has to do with Dion Lim. She, of course, is one of the featured TV news anchors at KGO Television, ABC7, the Bay Area owned and operated Disney station. And I've talked many a times about Dion Lim. Now, look, do I think she's fantastic beyond anything? No. Do I think she's okay? I think she's a little better than okay. When she first came to the market, I was a critic, a real big critic. Thought the voice was weird. I thought her whole presentation was kind of quirky, to say the least. I've broadcast both in written form and here broadcast form on YouTube that I thought she's improved vastly and thought she was a very, very capable news anchor. Not the end of the world in terms of fantastic or just out of this world, great, yada, yada. I thought she's pretty good in the environment that exists today. That plays a lot of a part in my evaluation. Little side thing here. Again, excuse me for my voice, folks. Trying to get over this horrific kind of a virus ailment, flu like deal. I feel better, but I still got this, so bear with me. Back to Dion Lim. So I said she was good, that she'd improved, that kind of a thing. With regards to her situation at Channel 7, for a while now, Dion Lim wants out. Wanted out, present tense, wants out, didn't like the environment, many of things. She was not happy with the personnel that they put around her. She also was not that thrilled of being put on during the weekend. She very much cherished a weekday news gig anchoring and very popular, very personality wise, got a lot of pedigree, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Nevertheless, too many people in the equation at Channel 7. Add to that the fact that a lot of her various colleagues who work at Channel 7 were none too thrilled that Dion Lim stature began to rise. A few people I mentioned in my broadcast, one of the names, Julian Glover, veteran Kirsten Z, who perceived Dion Lim as a threat, as she should have, because of all the circumstances. That all aside, and when it appeared that Dion Lim wasn't going to be moving on anytime soon to a more desirable time slot, she put out the word through her agent that she was looking elsewhere. And I know that firsthand. I know that she also, among a few things, she literally went across the street to KPIX, CBS here, auditioned for the CBS News 24/7, which is the new streaming site. By the way, another side story, that's not doing that well. It's been a short lifespan for them, but that's not doing well so far. In any event, she aced her audition, did Dion Lim, but still did not get an offer from the CBS people. So, what did she do? Through her agent, and this was late last year, she had a mini little itsy bitsy extension until April of 2025, April 7th to be exact. Those, according to my sources, are infirmed documents that Dion Lim was still going to be on Channel 7 here locally, at least through April 7th. Now, what's the latest? The latest is there is no latest. I guess the only newsy thing you can say, and it is significant, is that April 7th is what? Barely a month and a few days away. I know this. Dion Lim is not happy at Channel 7. She only has stayed on because, quite frankly, there are no offers out there. Uh, does she want to go elsewhere? She could. She's from Florida. She came out to the Bay Area, apparently loves the Bay Area, wants to stay here, and may have even been working behind the scenes through her agent, maneuvering for a position at Channel 7, given the various question marks that exist around Channel 7, namely the contract status of Dan Ashley, although that seems to have been made to be solvent and they figured out a way to take care of Ashley. Uh, Christian Z, who I think is overrated and not very friendly and very, shall we say, not a team player, but knows how to utilize her various allies, including the absentee news director at Channel 7. Anyway, Kristen Z is an enemy of Dion Lim. Very similar styles, very similar. I think Dion Lim is a lot more talented, but in any event, it looks as if the situation with regards to the others who work at Channel 7 aren't going anywhere, which obviously makes it a lot more difficult for Dion Lim to become a lot more time slot wise, a lot more personable, or not personable, a lot more popular, and therefore getting what she really wants, a prime time news slot. Now, mind you, she's done very well. She did well at CBS News 24/7. They didn't make her an offer. Did very well at ABC News Now. That's the cable streaming outlet for ABC News. But a couple of things. If she were to go to ABC News Now, they didn't give her a formal offer. She'd have to go to LA. She doesn't want to go to LA, at least for now. So, also, one other thing, which is notable, there was speculation that she might have been maneuvering Channel 7 here locally for some kind of a primetime gig, albeit on the weekend, maybe a more loftier position where she could do news during the weekend and also score some valuable bonus points doing some investigative work in the field, kind of a quasi super news correspondent, but based here in the Bay Area. They don't have the money, number one. Number two, I think deep down inside, she's not interested in that, she being Dion. I think what she wants is a prime time Monday through Friday gig as a solo news anchor working together with somebody else, maybe even Ashley. In any event, her contract is up April 7th, and nothing is so far on the front radar. So, to keep you up to date, as I'm doing now, there is nothing to report other than the fact that April 7th is a firm sell date. So, could something emerge between now and then? Of course, but nothing of particular substance has emerged. My take right now is one of two options. She's either going to just stay on, they'll give her a month by month extension, they being the mouse people, or she'll reconsider going to another market, maybe somewhere near the West Coast, maybe LA, although she doesn't clearly want to go to LA, but she could, or somewhere like a big market, say Chicago, maybe Philadelphia, maybe even New York, although that's nothing that I've heard speculation wise. But right now, she's up at Channel 7, April 7th. And I don't know what's going to happen, but something probably is going to emerge because I can't imagine she's going to continue to work these month by month deals, even though her agent is quite content to do that. I'm not sure Dion Lim wants that. So we'll wait and see. We'll watch developments. I will keep you informed, ladies and gentlemen, as to her status. Of course, when I get more information, if I get more information, you folks will be the first to know what's taking place.